Nothing really special about the way I do it, but I like the products that I use, so I want to do this video for you guys. So I'm going to take my foundation, and this is just the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I am in number 6, and it's just a pump, and I use this MAC brush, which is the 190. I squeeze a dollop on there, and then I just put it on, and I mainly start like on my cheeks and my nose, because those are the bits that I really want to cover, and I kind of just paste it on, you know, in different directions. I don't forget my forehead, because, you know, the color of the foundation, although true to color, you know, you need to make sure that everything matches up. And this is a really nice medium coverage foundation, and I really like it, and because it looks natural and it gives a really nice luminous finish, but doesn't make you look greasy. I have combination skin, but I never like sweat it off throughout the day, and I kind of sweep it underneath my eyes just a little bit, and as you can see on this camera, it's just kind of evened up my skin tone rather than really cover anything up too much. I don't have that much to cover up anyway, but I kind of want my natural skin to seep under, you know. Just it looks more natural that way, and it's much easier and less fuss. So basically in crisscross patterns and bringing it down to the neck, I apply that on my face. Now to set it, and it doesn't get rid of the luminous finish of this foundation, but kind of to make it a little bit more of a flawless finish without looking heavy, I use my Dior powder, and this is the Dior Skin Forever Compact number 33 SPF 25, and yeah, there we go. And sometimes I use a big fluffy brush, and sometimes if I don't have much time or if I want to take it overnight, I just use the sponge, which is dirty, but this provides a fantastic coverage. This alone really is full coverage if you want it to be, and this just kind of, again, corrects my skin tone, makes it really even. It mattifies the look, but as I said, it doesn't get rid of the luminosity. Like, you still look glowy and refreshed and nice. And yeah, sometimes a powder brush is suffice, but today I'm just going to use the sponge because I really like how it looks, and it really just, again, cleans up my whole face and preps it ready for everything else on top. Then I normally do my bronzer, because I have got a bit of color now, and so my face looks a little bit more pale and washed out. I'm not sure how this lighting goes, so excuse me, it's really early in the morning. And I just use my Dior bronzer that you all know, and I use my MAC 109 brush, and I just swirl it in there, and I basically just apply it on top of my cheekbones right here. And I do it really lightly, and then I do it up on my forehead, down my chin, down my nose, really light. Like, you will be surprised as to how much product comes on the brush and how much it actually does show in real life. So for the purposes of this video, I could make it a bit darker for you to see, but I will look really bad. It just gives a really nice glow. It doesn't look too artificial, and I like it. And then for blush, because I'm wearing very neutral colors today, I will show you my outfit of the day, but I kind of like a pop of color, but I still want it to be fairly in the neutral range or nudish range. So I'm going to use an orange blush, and this is Tipsy, which is the Amazonian Clay Longwear Blush by Tarte. And I'm not a huge fan of Tarte products, but I love their blushes. I tried their mascara and it just did not work for me, and their eyeliner, it didn't work for me, but I love the Amazonian Clay blush. And I use this big MAC 134, get a good amount in, and just basically put it on top of where I put the bronzer, and kind of bring it a little bit down, but you don't want to bring it too down. You kind of want to contour with this blush too, and, you know, blend it in and swirl it around wherever you like. I mean, I'm really not good at tutorials, but you hopefully get the gist of what I'm doing. And this just gives a deeper glow, and it just looks like a really nice flush. And you can just keep blending it in and working with it. I kind of sweep it up and down the sides, kind of drag the product down. I mean, it's really up to you. but I just really like this blush. It stays on really, really nicely. It stays on the whole day, and if I put it as I've contoured, it just makes my face look more slender, and I really, really like that. Then after I've done my face, that's pretty much my face done, I will do my YSL Touche Eclat, and I have it in number 8. And normally you can do this after you put your foundation, before you put your blush and bronzer, but I like to put it on afterwards, because then I can know exactly where to apply this and kind of have it merge with the blush. And I do it in a triangle format, like you can see. And I don't go completely underneath my eyes, because that area is very sensitive. There's not much holding your eye area, it's just skin, and the more you tug, the more chance of developing earlier signs of wrinkles. And I put it as a brow highlight, and I put it down my nose, and you've seen this, and I look great now. And I just blend it in. And this is a really, really good product because it dries fast, but like not too fast where you can't apply it everywhere on your face and then go back to it to blend it out. And I just basically tap it in that area, and it just really brightens out that area. You can see it kind of really illuminates, and I think it looks a little bit harsher on camera, but it looks kind of really harsh. I think the lighting is really bad, but sorry, it doesn't look that bad in real life. But it just really brightens up your eye look, and especially if you've had a long night or a long shift, or you're tired, or you've been studying, this is such a great product because it really just makes you look so awake. And I don't suffer from dark circles, but I definitely notice that my eyes tend to droop and they can just look a little bit more sleepy if I haven't had that sleep. So that's that. Then my eyebrows. I have the Anastasia kit. That video will be coming up on how I do my eyebrows. It comes with a stencil, it comes with this and that, and that's fantastic. When I'm going out and to a special event or whatever, I will do that whole stenciling thing to really make my eyebrows look amazing. But on a daily basis, and being really realistic, I don't have that time. I could just fill in my eyebrows with the powder, or I can add a few more steps, but it's really, really quick. So the Brow Fix by Anastasia is just a wax, and both my eyebrows are completely different. One has like a crown and one is rounded. So I use this wax to keep the powder in place and to kind of make this one as spiky as this one, just so they look a little bit more the same. But I really like this because it really has a long staying power and it keeps the powder in place. Then I have this one, which is the Anastasia Medium Ash, Medium Brown Brow Powder. And I go in the darker one with this angle brush. And you can see I made a good dent in that. And I just go with the natural form of my eyebrows, basically filling in the gaps and making a little bit of an arch where I want it. And if you get your eyebrows done often enough, you'll be able to follow just the natural shape that they made your eyebrows, and then you just have to fill in those areas. And then with the lighter part, I kind of flatten the brush and I just fill in between. This just lightens your eyebrows and fills it in without looking too obvious. You don't want them too dark, but you definitely want them shaped. And when I do the video with the stencils, you'll see how pretty it can look, but for realistic terms and for everyday to-day stuff, I don't have that time. And then I just set it with the clear black brow gel by Anastasia too, and this just keeps them in place and looks really, really tidy, and it looks really natural. So you can see it doesn't look too bad, but you can just see they've kind of tidied up a lot. Then I will go with my Urban Decay, and this is the eyeshadow primer potion in Eden. Let's see, can you see that? Yes. And I really like this because this has more of a yellow tint color to the eyeshadow primer, and you only need a smidgen. And that can really cover both my eyes. And basically I just sweep it across my lid and bring it all the way up to the brow. And you can put more or less, it's up to you. You can just use this basically as your eyeshadow for work and be done with it if you don't have as much time. So maybe a little bit more. And I just really like this sort of creamish color it gives. You can use Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, which is also my absolute favorite. But I like this because it gives you the color in a way of Painterly, but is but a little bit more yellow. And I don't know, I like that color. It just is a little bit warmer for summer. And it really keeps your eyeshadows in place. So as I said, you can just easily wear this with a bit of mascara and go out. That's fine, but I like to kind of brighten my eyes even more. This Eden, this YSL Touche Cloud really does give a bright eye, wide-eyed look, but I just want to set it with powder. So I use this, which is gonna, I don't know, it depends when I post this video, but this is in my July favorites, and this is Vanilla Nuts. And I love this. Oh, and by the way, on my nails is the Butter London Tea with the Queen. And I love it for work because it's suitable for work. So this is what it looks like. It's just a very matte vanilla color. But I love this. It is so smooth, very silky. And I just use a Japanesque brush. This is my favorite, number 230. And I just love how smooth this eyeshadow is. And you basically just pat it on. Gosh, it's so silky, you have no idea. Very buttery smooth. And I just bring it a little bit past the crease, but not too much. And you can just see how much that's widened my eye. And just kind of brighten that area up. And again, on the other eye, you just do the same thing. And you can kind of just go over with your fingers because this is supposed to be a natural look. I mean, it's obviously you've got makeup on, but you want it to look like a very nudish eye. And this, with your fingers, will just blend it in a little bit more. And as you can see, it's just kind of set that Eden, made it a little bit brighter. But I want to define my crease now. And this was also featured in my July favorites. And this is the Chanel Soft Touch Eyeshadow 68 Sand. I believe this is limited edition, but you can still get it at counters, so I highly recommend it. And this is one of those colors that don't seem like much, but they do a whole lot. And it's basically this color, and it's kind of like a soft brown with almost a gray undertone to it. And it's just a fantastic crease color. It's a fantastic lid color. It could fill your eyebrows in. This is so versatile and I just love it. And I love how it comes with a mirror, and it's one of those crease that are there but are not there. It just gives you that little definition. And with that I use like a pointy blending brush just to be a bit more accurate and a bit more pigmented. You can use a fluffier brush if you want just a wash, but I want this a little bit more heavier. And you just swirl it in. And then I start from the middle and I work out. And so you can just see it's like one of those there but barely there crease colors. So it just gives a better shape to my eyes and it doesn't take too long. And you can really deepen it up if you want to, but for work I think this is just perfect. You know, and bring it down to make that little V. And you could even bring this underneath to smudge, but that's all I want to do. And then finally, the Stila Kajal eyeliner in Tiger Eyes. This is a brown. I put it in my waterline. And this doesn't make it look too brown, but you can see it's kind of deepened it up. Actually, I just want to deepen up the look. And you can just smudge it in with your fingers. And I really like that because these eyeliners are so creamy. And they're easily blendable. And this just gives like a more of a dirty, smudgier look. But I really like that. And that's why I use the fingers. So you can smudge it all the way across the lash line. So you've dragged the product over to make like a winged look. And it just deepens up the look, and it's just a great transition to fall. So as you can see, and you just use your fingers to blend it. It's really, really simple. Nothing fancy. I know sometimes we don't have all the brushes available to us, and this is just one of those quick, you can pretty much apply everything with your fingers if you wanted to. I just used some brushes here and there. Curl your lashes. I don't tend to really curl my lashes, but with the mascara that I'm using now, which is probably one of my favorites, it's just, if I curl my lashes, it just looks better. Apply your favorite mascara. Mine is Voluminous Million Lashes by L'Oreal, and I believe it's in carbon. It says number 620, but I believe it's like carbon black. and apply your mascara. And then finally, on my lips, we are going to use Makeup Forever Aqua Lip, and this is a number 2C waterproof lip liner, which is fantastic for work. So if you have lunch breaks or if you want to drink or eat, you don't necessarily have to reapply. And it's just a nudie rose color. It's really, really pretty, and it goes with most lipsticks. So I really like that, and I kind of just fill in my lips. And you can easily just wear it just like that, but I like to put lipstick on it, and my favorite at the moment is 800 Fairest Nude by L'Oreal. It's one of the color Riche lipsticks, and this is just a really work appropriate nude color. It has that rosy pink to it, but it's not shouting out lipstick. And I just feel like you can be really professional as a student, as a doctor, as a teacher, as a business person, as anything that you are, lawyer, whatever, and just kind of just look professional and neat and clean. So this is the look. I hope you like it.